The annual general meeting of Tata Sons has been deferred, and for the first time in the history of Tata Group's holding company, the meeting could not proceed because there was not enough quorum. The AGM was scheduled for Tuesday at Bombay House in Mumbai. Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekaran and some board members attended the meeting in person, while Noel Tata and Mehli Mistry joined online. But the meeting could not formally proceed because one of the key Tata Trusts was unable to participate. Here's why. Tata Sons is controlled by Tata Trust, with the two principal trusts, the Sir Dorabji Tata Trust and Sir Ratan Tata Trust, together holding about 51.5% of Tata Sons. But the Sir Ratan Tata Trust is currently facing restrictions imposed by the Maharashtra Charity Commissioner. And because of those restrictions, the trust could not participate in the AGM in the manner required for the meeting to have the necessary quorum. The Sir Dorabji Tata Trust had already informed Tata Sons about the problem. So, although the AGM was convened, it had to be adjourned and deferred. A fresh date is expected to be decided after Tata Sons chairman N. Chandrasekaran consults the board. Now, this isn't just a procedural issue. The timing is particularly important because Chandrasekaran is already preparing to step down as Tata Sons chairman in February next year. He has said that he will not seek another term when his current tenure ends. But there is another issue tied to today's AGM. Chandrasekaran is also a director on the Tata Sons board who is liable to retire by rotation. Normally, shareholders would consider his reappointment at the AGM. But because today's meeting could not be validly constituted, that decision has also been pushed back. According to officials familiar with Tata Sons' Articles of Association, Chandrasekaran would continue as a director until a valid AGM is held where his reappointment can be considered. So, his position does not automatically end because today's AGM was deferred, but the legal position is now being examined because the Companies Act does not specifically spell out what happens when an AGM itself cannot be validly held because of a lack of quorum. And then there is a bigger issue behind all of this. The restrictions on the Sir Ratan Tata Trust are linked to complaints about the composition of its board and alleged non-compliance with provisions of the Maharashtra Public Trust Act. Some Tata Trust trustees have approached the Charity Commissioner individually seeking relief. Until those restrictions are resolved, the functioning of the two trusts, which together control a majority of Tata Sons, remains an important issue for the group. And this comes at a particularly sensitive time for Tata Sons. The company is already dealing with a leadership transition, with Chandrasekaran set to leave the chair next year. At the same time, Tata Trust and Tata Sons are dealing with questions around the company's future structure and governance. So today's development may look like a technical issue over quorum, but it does highlight something much bigger. Who has the authority to take key decisions at Tata Sons? And how smoothly can that process work when its principal shareholders themselves are facing regulatory restrictions?